Okay, so hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to discuss the PUTD for today, that is of 14th of December, and the problem is 2482, difference between ones and zeros in row and column. First of all, we will start with the problem statement, what is given to us. So we have been told that we are given with one zero indexed m cross n binary matrix, and the name of this binary matrix is grid. And along with this, what we have been told is that we have to construct one matrix that is of name diff, and we have to create this matrix using this procedure. Now over here I will be directly explaining you the question, and after that we will be moving directly to the coding part. There is no requirement of example in this case, in my opinion, because this is a simple question. You have to do whatever you have been instructed with. If you just do whatever instruction are given to you in this problem statement, you will get your final difference matrix that you have to return as an answer. Correct? So let's try to understand what are the instructions to create this diff matrix. So the first instruction is let the number of ones in the ith row be ones row of I. Okay. Let the number of ones in the jth column be onesColj. Let the number of zeros in the ith row be zerosRow I, and let the number of zeros in the jth column be zerosColj j. Okay. Now so for creating any of the element, that is any I comma j element of this difference matrix, that is diff, it will be created using this manner. That is, we will be adding up whatever ones we have, whatever the count of ones we have in that particular ith row, plus whatever count we have for the ones in that jth column, and we will be subtracting it from the count of zeros that we have in this ith row and the count of zeros that we have in this column j. So this we will do, and by applying this operation we will get the value for this I comma j position for this difference matrix, right? So this is it. This is the simple instruction that they have given to us. I don't think it can be simplified much. So that was it. We have to just follow this instruction. So to just follow the instruction, what we have to do is we have to make some we have to use some data structure. Let's say vector. We can use vector, array, or anything where you can store the count of the number of ones in the ith row, count the number of ones in the jth column, and so on for the ith row and jth column for the count of zeros, right? So we have to store this value somewhere, and after that, while constructing this difference matrix, you have to apply this operation at every I comma j position of this difference matrix, and at the end of the day, if you follow this procedure, you will be done with construction of your diff matrix, and then you have to just return it. So that was it. We will be directly looking at the code. So here is my code. So what I am doing first of all is I am storing the count of number of rows in this row variable by using grid.size, then the count of total columns in the given input matrix, that is grid, that I am storing in variable call, and after that I am declaring one diff matrix, that is a vector int, and I know that at the end of the day I have to construct this matrix by using this instruction, and then I have to return it. So over here at the end I have written this diff matrix only. And first of all, along with this declaration, I am also initializing all the variables of that diff matrix with value 0. And since I know that this diff matrix that I'm constructing will be of same dimension as my input grid matrix, that is n cross m, so that's why I have just initialized all the variable with 0, and the size of this diff matrix will be same as my input matrix, that is n cross m. After that, I have declared few vectors over here in order to store the count of ones in rows and total number of zeros in row. And how I will be doing it, for the zeroth row, first of all we'll be pushing some number, that is the count of ones in row, and that will be stored at the zeroth index of the vector, right? So from the index of the vector we'll be able to know the count of ones in that particular row. Similar thing we will do for the count of zeros in row, and the same thing for column also. We can just copy paste it and just change the variable. but I guess you got the point what I'm trying to convey, that for every index in my vector, that particular index will be indicating that particular column and the count of ones in that column, right? For this vector, that is ones underscore in underscore column, and same goes for the count of zeros in column. After that, I will be going through each and every row one by one, and I will be calculating for each and every row how many number of ones are present in that row and how many zeros are present in that row. And after that, I will be pushing the number of count in that particular row into this vector, that is ones underscore in underscore row, and the count of zero I will be pushing into this vector, that is zeros underscore in underscore row, for each and every row. So I will be doing this for each and every row, and the same thing I will repeat for each and every column. And the only thing that will be different is that now I will be pushing it into my vector, that is ones underscore underscore in for column. Same thing for zeros in column. Once I'm done with it, then what I will do, I will just traverse through all the elements of this diff matrix. Initially I have set all the elements with 0, but now we have to compute the value at each and every position, that is each and every I comma j position of this difference matrix. And how we will calculate it, so they have already told us about the way to calculate it, by adding the count of number of ones in that particular ith row plus the count of ones in that particular jth column, and then we will be subtracting the count of zeros present in that particular ith row and jth column respectively. So we will do it for each and every I comma j, and at the end of the day we have our difference matrix, and that we will return. So that was it. That was the simple code. You have to just follow the instruction and you will be able to construct it. So now let's just finally submit it. Okay, so cool, it is submitted, but you can say you can see over here that runtime is not pretty much good. You can also improve it, but this was the simple and naive solution without thinking much that you can do for this question. We'll be looking for optimized solution in upcoming parts. So if you like this explanation and video, you can give us our video a big thumbs up, and I will catch you up in the next one.